Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome to the Plot Geek Academy. We'll tell you a little bit more about what that means in just a few moments. But first of all, we're going to start by, we'll say, introducing ourselves, reintroducing ourselves for some of you, whatever you want to call it. We're going to do that. And we're going to start with Jana because she's a favorite and she makes great cakes. So, if there may be some bribery involved here. Go ahead, Janet, introduce yourself.
I am good with that. I make great baked goods just in general. It's a thing that I do. So I'm Janet S. Brown. I think a lot of you know me from the Geek Girls Academy, and those who don't, I am looking forward to getting to know you. I am an author, a creator, a marketer, a presenter, and lots of other things, and have been for almost, not even almost, just to be able to say it was almost 30 years. And then I did the math on it. And at this point, we've gone from almost to over. And that was painful to my heart when I realized that we have now gone to over 30 years. I started doing this kind of work where I got actually paid for it back at BYU many, many moons ago. But I have always wanted to be an author and a mommy. Those were the two things that I told my mother I wanted to do when I was 8 years old. And now that's what I do. I do both of those things complete with fuzzy sidekicks. So I'm excited to be here. I am published with 17 books under 3 different pen names, 18 books, 18, another one just came out. 18 books under 3 different pen names. I write science fiction and fantasy, I write romance, and I write nonfiction. So there I am. CJ, save me from myself and introduce yourself.
All right. Well, you may know me from the Geek Girls Academy as well with Jana, but also hanging out with Troy at Plotter. I've been in the education space, author space, indie author community since 2015. So I'm excited to hang out with Troy and Jana because they know more than me, and I like that. I like that a lot. I'm always learning. So I am an author, 15 books published, 16 that I'm working on with Troy right now. I'm an educator, book formatter, editor, all the fun stuff. I do marketing, not necessarily enjoy it, but that's another story. And I'm super excited to be here with Troy and Jana. So glad to meet new people, glad to see old faces. Troy, you're up, man.
Absolutely. I'm Troy Lambert, sometimes known as the Plot Dude, most recently of Plotter, but I've been working in the indie author space full time since 2009, written over 32 novels, several works of nonfiction. I've also done a lot of ghostwriting. So essentially, I just write a lot, is essentially what I do. And then I've learned a lot of things because of having to write a lot and market a lot and do a lot of things with books. So I'm a book coach and editor, a sometimes publisher, all of those different things. But I'm really excited about this new opportunity because being independent of a particular company or a particular software allows us to explore all kinds of different ways that you as an author can basically do better and have more fun. And CJ and Jana are the perfect sidekicks. I mean, they make brownies, they make cake, and they're smart
Now we're
people.
sidekicks. Now we're
Yeah.
sidekicks. Oh dear.
Or, or something. Sidekicks? What did I say sidekicks? What I meant was partners. Maybe I meant partners.
Yes.
That's,
Partners in
although
crime and other things.
we're all each other's sidekicks. This is kind of like what was that
That's
movie
true.
with the three amigos? You
There
know?
you go.
The Three Amigos. That's kind of what
I'm
it's
down
like.
for the Three Amigos. I think that sounds fun.
Maybe we should go
More
save a
revival.
village.
Yeah.
Let's go save a
All right.
village.
So because you brought it up, Troy, who are we and what is this new venture? Because we're talking around it, but we haven't actually said what this is. So who are we now?
Okay, so now we are the Plot Geek Academy. This is kind of a combination of the Plot Dude and the Geek Girls Academy kind of blended into one thing. So we want to just make it clear, first of all, this is not plot centric. This is everything from idea all the way to career. We kind of have, well, Jenna, tell us about the three C's. We kind of have the three C's that we talk about. So let's talk about that a little bit.
So we have a focus as the Plot Geek Academy where it is craft, create, career through the right to market approach. So if you have ever talked to the Geek Girls before, you should be kind of aware of our right to market approach, where it doesn't say chase the market. It doesn't say, do crazy things that make you unhappy because of the market, but it's all about understanding who your audience is. And so we looked at it and went, if you understand who your audience is, then you know what kind of books you're going to craft, how you're going to create them, which means you're formatting, you're covering, all that kind of stuff, and what kind of career you want. And that's a really important thing to us, is that we want to help you craft the career that you want. CJ, anything to add?
Just that we're really hoping to help you guys out from any point in this journey that you're on. We love to get you at the beginning, because we can teach you all the things right away that you need to know moving forward. But we frequently help authors who are in the intermediate stages of things, and even experts who are looking at their books and going, I do not understand why these things won't sell. And so a lot of what we have to offer you is going to teach you why. It's going to teach you how to focus in on those things and find your audience and know who you are as an author, and know what you want to do, whether it's sell more books, whether it's have a hobby, whether it's teach more authors and mentor. There are going to be a lot of things that you're going to understand, and we want to be able to help anyone at any stage of this process. And that's why the craft, create, career process with this right to market approach is so important for us and for you, because we really feel like we can help guide you, focus you, and direct you into what is going to be best for you, because there is no one size fits all. Every author is different, every journey is different, and every type of focus is different. And so we want that to play into the way that we help you and guide you. And we're excited to do that. Anything else, Troy, on that one?
Oh my goodness. The only thing I want to do is second that you define your author success. Don't let anybody else define it for you. It's a huge mistake that new authors made. It was a mistake that I made as a new author. So don't let anybody else define success for you. You define success for yourself, and then that's what we want to help you achieve. And we can even help you define that and figure out where you're headed. So next things that we're doing. Well, how are you going to follow us? How are you going to figure out what we're doing? Well, we are building a community. We're going to officially launch that community on September 1st. Some of you may be invited to a beta launch. If you'd like to be, please email us. info@theplotacademy.com is a great place to start with that. Also, just follow us here on YouTube. I mean, that's one of the ways to figure out some of the videos and stuff that we're doing. And we also, we'll send you to a page that'll be in the link down below that'll offer you a chance to subscribe to our newsletter. And that's going to be the other way to keep up with what's happening with the launch. What courses are we offering initially? What are we going to offer in the future? And maybe even some live events and some summits and webinars that we'll be doing very soon as well. Other things that I forgot, Jana.
Oh, I think we've covered most of it. We are here to educate you. We are also here to entertain you, because we're like that as people. We tried really hard to be serious. We talked about this, that we should be serious and studious and all those kinds of things. And then we looked at our nerdy t-shirts and our collections of cake and brownies and stuff, and went, that serious thing is never going to suit us. So you will find that our goal is education, yes, but we're also here to entertain you. We're also here to let you know that you're dealing with working authors. We are not 7- and 8-figure authors yet. You know, we're on this path with you as far as making those kinds of numbers, if that's what you want to do. We've all had places where we've succeeded. We've all had places where we've had to pivot like mad. And we want to bring you all of that experience to say, here's some things that maybe you want to avoid doing yourself. Here's some things that we found that work so fantastically, and we hope that they work for you too. So we're here to provide you what you need. We encourage you to talk to us. We're very available to be in the communities, to communicate through the newsletter, all those kinds of things, so that we can create the kinds of things that you need. And you'll find that our courses will continue to grow, the kinds of summits we provide, the kinds of live events that we provide, all that's going to grow based on what you tell us that you're looking for, what we feel inspired by, because when the mind squirrels get going, sometimes it just has to happen.
For sure. And what kind of content are we going to have in our Plot Geek Academy, CJ? Tell us some of the stuff we got.
So coming up, we have something that is what we would consider a really important flagship course, and that's our right to market approach, which is market research for fiction. We really want you guys to understand this concept. Many people talk about it or talk about different aspects of it. And what we want to do is teach you exactly what it is in a step-by-step approach to figuring it out, whether you just have an idea, whether you're in the middle of writing a book, or whether you've finished a book. And that way, from any stage, you can really decide and then pivot should you need to. And we're hoping hoping that you can do that. We feel very strongly that every author should know this, that it's not really optional, it's necessary. And if you do learn these things, it's going to help you. We also have information that will be genre specific, whether it's about romance, whether it's about mystery. We have information about newsletters and the beginning basics of that, about beginnings of marketing, formatting. We've got a great Vellum course you could take a look at, and pretty soon we'll have one on Atticus for those of you who hate Mac and love PC, okay? Which would be a fun thing to debate. I know Jana and Troy are just so excited to debate that on YouTube, so I'm waiting for that one. So these are the types of things that you are going to find when it comes to online courses, and we will quite literally create anything that we feel is necessary and important, and something that's going to get you to that point where you understand what kind of career path you want to take and how you want to take it. We're there to help support you in that.
Yep. We're going to have a bunch of free stuff, recorded education, free podcasts, webinars, and live events. We do have one-on-one coaching available. All of us do one-on-one coaching available and do editing and things like that as well. And then we'll be in conferences whenever we're able to do so. And we also, all of us have written books. Some of us have written books on nonfiction books about writing. Some of us have written other nonfiction books. But we also have our fiction books available if you want to look at like what, when you do this writer life, when you do these things, what that ends up looking like. Any last words we want to add, Jenna?
Bouffant. It's a very good word. It's got a lot of oomph to it. Now, I'm just excited to be here. I mean, you've seen us all in various combinations. Now you're going to see us in more combinations. Know that you'll get some of your education from all three of us. Sometimes you'll get it from one specialist. Sometimes you'll get it from a combination, because we are all over everywhere, and sometimes getting everyone's schedules to align is problematic. But we also have some plans for some really, really cool special guests. So I can't wait just to dive in and see what it is that we're going to be able to produce. And I can't wait to have you come along with us. CJ, bring us home.
So hopefully you will follow us on our newsletter. You follow us with YouTube. You will join the community, and you will just come and have fun with us, because we have so much fun. Okay, guys, please come and have fun with us. And we really, really hope to see you in our community, and commenting on all of our YouTube channels and emailing us to tell us what you think and what you need. We'll see you there. Okay.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, y'all.